Welcome to W.E.Kiwi, where friends come in all sizes, shapes and species. And here's our new story. In the flower garden with a long-eared goolaadee. W.E.Kiwi had finished changing his bed. The summer sun shone through the windows and his curtains floated in the breeze. It was a perfect day for getting his washing dry. Down the stairs W.E. went with his dirty sheets and pillowcases to his laundry. After he had filled up the washing machine, put in some washing liquid, he turned the washing machine on. Standing there, he wondered what else he needed to do. There was a birthday party on tonight, so he'd better iron a clean shirt. Back in his bedroom, W.E. rifled through his closet till he found a splendid blue shirt with Pahutakawa tree flowers covering it. He was about to go and get his ironing board when he tripped over his bedside rug and landed beak first in the middle of his bed. That wasn't my finest moment. Luckily, no one was watching, W.E. giggled to himself. As he lay on the bed, the duvet felt softer now. It had a fresh cover on it. He'd been out late the night before at a karaoke party, so he was still a little tired. Wiggling his bum on the bed, it moulded in nicely. The fresh lavender scent on his pillowcases filled his beak. He lay relaxed on the bed, enjoying the morning. Staring at the ceiling, he took in a deep breath and mumbled, "Maybe a quick little snooze before I have to hang the washing out." With his wings spread and a smile on his face, W.E. drifted off to sleep. The smell of lavender grew more and more intense. Wind blew through his feathers and tickled the bottom of his feet. Then there was a giggle and someone humming. Horses' hooves clip-clopped along as birds chirped. W.E. was swaying from side to side. Opening his eyes, W.E. saw bright blue skies above as pink birds with 4 wings floated past. Out of the corner of his eye, he could see he was sitting in the middle of lavender bunches tied into a pile. Lifting himself up, he could see he was in a wagon which was being pulled along by a white horse. At the reins was a creature that looked like a kangaroo but had long floppy ears down to its waist. The wagon came to a stop and the creature jumped down from its seat. Bounding alongside the wagon, W.E. got a better look at his driver. The creature had light brown fur. Its legs and big belly were shaped like a kangaroo, but W.E. noticed short chubby arms with only 2 fingers on each paw. The creature's head was round, with 2 oval yellow eyes with white pupils. Antlers stood atop of its head. Its snout was curved, with 2 teeth protruding out. A black nose was at the end, and black whiskers fell from either side. From a pouch in its belly, the creature took out a pair of red eyeglasses. As soon as the creature focused, it smiled and spoke to W.E. "Here we are, now you see," the creature announced. "Late do not be. Harvest cutting is now, my friend." The creature took its glasses off and started bounding towards a field of flowers. W.E. jumped down from the wagon and brushed himself down. Excuse me, where am I?" The creature stopped, turned, and got very close. So close, its snout touched the top of W.E.'s head. It hummed, then laughed. Sorry. Oh, glasses forgot. I apologize. You I must see." With his glasses back on, the creature patted W.E. on his head. Hello, welcome, greetings, salutations to Petulia Land and the gardens of the Long-Eared Goolaadee. Host I am, name Druvats. W.E. held at his wing. Pleased to meet you, Druvats. I'm W.E.Kiwi, but my friends just call me W.E. Am I here to help with a harvest of flowers? Druvats bowed and patted W.E. on his head. He then turned around twice and clapped. Long-Eared Goolaadee, now we have W.E. in their presence. Follow! W.E. followed Druvats, who was bouncing along happily. Glancing back at the wagon, W.E. noticed the horse taking off his halter and sitting down on his bum. The horse started stroking its rainbow-coloured mane with one hoof. Then W.E. realised it wasn't a horse, but a unicorn. A golden horn on its head glowed in the sunlight, sparkling like glitter. W.E., quick, quick! Druvats instructed W.E. as they entered the field of flowers. Hi, the sun is, so ready, flowers are. W.E. called out. Sorry, Druvats, I noticed pulling the wagon is a unicorn. Druvats stopped, tilting its head to one side, confused. Unicorn? What is? W.E. quickly realised Druvats didn't know what a unicorn was. It's a mythical horse, Druvats, but with a magical horn. Sometimes they come dancing through your garden in the moonlight. That is, if you are very, very lucky to see one. I guess they are common in your world. Druvats grinned and clapped. Unicorn? New name for friend Bert, the wagon helper. Follow, follow. Druvats hurried through the field of flowers, bouncing even higher. As W.E. tried to keep up, he could see the field was full of long-eared gooladees. All the goolaadee had a pair of scissors, snipping flowers and placing them into cane baskets. The smell of the flowers was powerful, so much so, W wanted to take them all home and put them around his house. Druvats came up to a large cane basket and stopped. Turning his head from side to side, Druvats was confused and hummed. Where? Scissors where? Scissors where? W.E. caught his breath as keeping up with a bounding goolaadee had been a nice little workout. Alongside the basket was a pair of scissors. Druvats hadn't put his eyeglasses on, so mustn't have seen them. Don't worry, Druvats, I've found them. They're right here. W.E. picked up the scissors as he felt a paw running along his head. Sorry I am, seeing not very well. Long-eared goolaadee smell well, not see well. Druvats chuckled as he felt W.E.'s wing. Taking the scissors between his two fingers, Druvats walked off, starting to sniff intensely. W.E. took the cane basket in his wings. How about you pick the flowers and I can carry them? Druvats clapped. Splendid! Splendid! With his snout sniffing each flower, Druvats decided on which flower was best to pick. He snipped at the stem, then passed the flower to W.E. After only a few minutes, they were in a steady routine. W.E. noticed the fields of flowers spread as far as he could see. There weren't any mountains, trees or streams. The sky didn't have any clouds, which made W.E. wonder, Excuse me, Druvats, how do you water all the flowers? I haven't seen any streams or rivers, and the sky is only blue. Druvats stopped snipping and placed the scissors in his pouch. Underground, W.E., water you will see. Oh, rhyme I did. Flower roots lower and lower, digging, drinking, drinking. But secret, secret, in the land of Long-Eared Goolaadee, water secret. Druvats grinned widely and started to shake with excitement. Taking W.E.'s wing, they went next to a lavender bush. With furious speed, Druvats dug a hole with one foot. When it got a few feet deep, he stood with both feet in it. Water seeped up from the ground, filling the hole. "Feet, please. Must you stand?" Druvat said as he pointed to the hole. W.E. followed by putting his feet gently in the water. The water was warm and soothing. Bubbles floated up softly between W.E.'s toes. W.E. chuckled to himself. "I'm not sure if I should say Zizel Bazizel, but this is incredible." Poor Druvats didn't know what W.E. was talking about, but enjoyed the moment anyway. W.E. felt something tickling his feet from both sides and started laughing. "There's something coming up from the hole." Druvats took one of W.E.'s wings and lifted him out of the hole. Shaking their feet dry, Druvats pointed back to the hole. "Roots of flowers now grow where water flows. Sun, water, ground helps flowers." W.E. could see the roots of the plants slowly intertwining themselves in the ground. He watched as they twisted and turned, filling the hole, soaking up the water. W.E. hadn't noticed. Druvats had picked up the cane basket and was ready to finish for the day and turned back to the wagon. W.E. was still mesmerised watching the roots invade the hole. Bounding along, Druvats stopped and he called back, "W.E. W.E. Quickly! Quickly!" W.E. watched as Druvats was getting farther and farther away. He let out a big sigh, as he would have to run as fast as his little legs could carry him back to the wagon. As W.E. ran back, he waved to the other long-haired Goolaadee as they picked flowers. Only a few waved back, as they had their eyeglasses on and could see him clearly. When W.E. finally got back to the wagon, Druvats had put his basket in the back and was having a snooze in the driver's seat. Bert the unicorn, who had been sitting down, was now up drinking a cup of tea. Bert put the cup of tea down and went alongside W.E. With his head bowed, Bert nudged W.E. The day had been mystical enough without a unicorn trying to say something. W.E. waited. Bert nudged W.E. again, this time placing his horn on W.E.'s chest. He looked intently into W.E.'s eyes. Confused, W.E. wasn't sure what to do. He held up his wings and placed them on Bert's golden horn. "Well, that's better," Bert spoke, but without moving his mouth. "I'm sure this has been the utmost splendid experience. However, you must understand, not everyone has the power of imagination to join us here with the Long-Eared Goolaadee." W.E. paused and thought of what to say. "Yes, it is magical. I have so many questions. But do you speak with your mind only?" "Oh, I'm sorry, I should introduce myself." Bert interrupted. "Ah, you are W.E.Kiwi, but your friends just call you W.E. From a great distance we have watched you. We all understand how much you enjoy the spring as it brings the flowers. I watch from above and see you stop often, little Kiwi, to smell the flowers. The Long-Eared Goolaadee know the power of the flower. We should all, when we can, stop and smell the flowers. Even better, W.E., give a flower to a friend, no matter how big or how small. Now, I have to take the flowers back to the barn. Jump in the wagon. I shall take you both. Don't worry, Druvats won't wake up. He will snooze the whole way back." W.E. lifted himself into the back of the wagon. Bert put his cup of tea alongside Druvart's and put on his harness. With a quick shake of his mane, Bert started pulling the wagon. W lay in between the bundles of lavender and the basket full of flowers. The 4 winged pink birds chirped through the sky, and one flew down and landed on the side of the wagon. It stared at W.E., then winked and flew off. The sun was setting as W.E. closed his eyes. The sound of Bert's hooves echoed melodically as they ventured along. As the wagon swayed from side to side, W.E. fell back asleep. The smell of lavender surrounded W.E.'s beak. He was fast asleep when he heard a knocking. The knocking got louder. W opened his eyes and bolted upright. There was someone at the door. The sun was setting, so W.E. had been snoozing for quite some time. He ran downstairs, and there, standing at the front door, was his best friend Cameron. "You left the front door open, W.E. I was going to come bumbling in, but thought you might be snoozing." W.E. sheepishly grinned. "Yes, I had a short nap that turned into a long nap. I danced my tail feathers off last night, so I was quite tired after doing all my chores this morning." Cameron was hiding something behind his back. With a wink, he pulled out a big bunch of flowers. "Look what I found in my garden today, W.E. Spring is here. I don't know how, but my roses and dahlias all came in bloom overnight, and there is no other person I know who would love some flowers in his home." Taking the flowers, W.E. grinned. Well, perhaps a unicorn came dancing through the garden last night, and today a long-eared Goolaadee picked them. Cameron stood there stunned, having no idea what W.E. was on about. "Well, if there is anyone I know who has a wild imagination, it's a little kiwi bird like you. Now, are you ready to go?" "Yes, I am, Cameron," W replied, then had a sudden realization. "Oh no, I didn't hang out my washing, and my shirt needs ironing. What a silly ninny." Cameron walked inside. "Never fear, a whoop-whoop bird is here. I will hang out your washing as you iron your shirt. The washing should dry overnight as there isn't any rain forecasted. We need to hurry as I don't want to miss the first games. Come on, away we go." Cameron and W.E. quickly finished their chores and were out the door on their way to another birthday party. That night, they sang and danced till the moon was high in the night sky. At the end of the night, as W.E. walked alone home, still with a birthday hat on and a balloon in one wing, he saw in the distance a house with rows of flower beds. There, standing watering the flowers, was a long-eared Goolaadee. As he got closer, he saw he had been mistaken. It was a kangaroo. The kangaroo waved, and W.E. called out, "Have a lovely evening. Maybe a unicorn will be through your garden tonight to help some long-eared Goolaadee with your flowers. Flowers have wonderful powers." The kangaroo just grinned and nodded, thinking to herself, "Well, perhaps that little kiwi has had too much orange juice and birthday cake tonight." The end. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more stories with W.E.Kiwi. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, Quark, did you enjoy that story?
Yes, I did, John, but I have a question.
what's your favourite flower? Oh, that's a very good question, Quark. I like dahlias. I like daffodils. I also like roses. I don't know if I have a favourite. Do you? Yes, I like chrysanthemums. Only because of the name. Chrysanthemum. Right, do you want me to clean up? If you could, Quark, that'd be great. I've got a few more things to do for our next set of stories. Oh, you write a lot of stories, Don. Yes, I know. Sometimes I can't stop. Well, that's not a bad thing. I tell you what, you write some stories, and I will clean up this mess. Okay, thanks, Quark. See you tomorrow. Bye, Don. Right, I did make a mess, but I shall clean it up, because no one likes a messy zeezel-bezeezel. But first, where's the rubbish bin? Oh, I better turn this off, because no one wants to listen to cleaning. Right, if I push this button... No, that's not it. If I push this button... That's it. Right, I'm ready to turn off and then clean up. Turning off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, now I better get a mop because I think I spilled something over here. Oh, why's that button still flashing? Oh, I'm still on. Turning off in 3, 2, 1.